Hey friends, welcome back. Now we are going to continue our MERN stack series. This is our e-commerce project, and in this video we are going to create a page create API. So it will be a different API, right? And in the last video we have created this model and we have seen the behavior of this UI was not perfect. It was because of I have used something wrong. So let me show you where. So instead of writing input with capital I have written with the small I, and it is also an HTML input, so that's why we were getting the output but not with the expected. So wherever I have written this lowercase I, just make it uppercase and then you are good to go. So you can see the difference right now in the model. So I have spaces out of around the inputs, right? And the first one is not the generic input. This is just normal select HTML and we haven't given any space. So we will create some generic inputs like select input or file input, different types of input in the future videos. In this video we are going to create the page API and we will submit our page data to the API. Okay, so let's go back, and here is our code base and this is our input. This is our MERN admin application. Let's close everything. Okay, let's close. So here we have MERN backend, here we have source folder, and let's navigate to the models. So we are going to first create a schema. Right now we have cart, category, product, users. So let's create a schema, and I'm going to give it a name like page.js. So this is a page schema, right? Page.js. And just to be quicker, let's copy one of them, so we don't need to write couple of things, import and export, etc. So here we have card schema and time and all are fine, and just remove this inside data, and instead of card schema let's write over here page schema. Let's copy this name, let's replace with card schema, and let's give it a collection name, that is page, and it will be transformed to the lowercase. Okay, so here we have mongoose, fine. And now let's add some input, add some fields, right? Now let's go to the controller and create the controller function. So I'm going to create the page controller inside the admin. So we'll simply say inside the admin page.js. So this here we're going to store the controller, a function that is create page. So we'll say the exports dot create page, and then request response. And here we are going to have all the input fields and everything, right? So first we will verify the things like we have images or not, we have banners, do we have banners, do we have products and all. So here we're going to say const, and let's extract things like banners and products from the request dot files, right? Also we can add one more check like files exist or not, right? So here we have this banners and all. We'll say if banners dot length, length, it is going to be an array, length dot greater than 0. So we will do something, right? So banners will check the banners length. If it is greater than 0, then we will create a array of banners, right? Like our schema. So here we can say okay, we'll say banners dot map and here we're going to have banner comma index, and then we are going to return an object, so we can simply return it directly. And what is it? So you just go to your schema, that is where is that, models page.js, and this is what we are going to return. So img and navigate to. So let's go and right over here img, and here we're going to have banner dot file file name, banner.file name, and navigate to. But before that, it is not just banner.file name, we have to add a complete path, complete public URL. So you can go to your env file and verify like env, and we have some API that is localhost 2000. Okay, so let's that is fine, localhost 2000, save, and okay, that is fine, right? Those are the API, and here we are gonna say, here we can say dollar process.env.api, right, / and we are going to have public / and then we are going to have dollar we'll say file or request, sorry, it's banner dot file name. Okay, next we are going to have navigate to. So we are going to expect few things from the request body. So here we'll say / and we'll say colon, or not colon, it is going to be, it is a banner, right? So we'll say, we'll add some so it is a banner, and we will add some flag just to identify it's a banner or what is it. So we'll say simply banner clicked, and we'll say question mark, and here we can say the category ID, and definitely we're going to have ID in the request body. So we'll simply say dollar request dot body dot category, right? Next we are going to have and then we'll say type is going to be equals to dollar, and it is going to be request dot body dot type. Okay, navigate to. Next we'll copy this loop if and paste over here, and instead of banners we'll check the products this time, products dot length greater than 0. Then we'll say products dot map, and banner, instead of banner we'll say product, and here we have process env API is fine. Banner, instead of banner here we can say the product dot file name, navigate to, here we'll say product clicked question mark category ID, type request dot body dot type, and that's it. So these two function is going to return a array, a completely new array with these information like image and navigate to. So we'll simply we can store in the request dot body. So we already have request dot body, and we can create a new property within the request dot body, and then we can later use that request dot body to create the product. Or you can create a new variable, you can store it, and then later you can simply pop up somewhere or whatever. So we'll just say like request dot body dot, we'll say what is it, it's banners equals to. So here we're going to have request dot body dot banners, and here we're going to have request dot body dot products. So just let me know, so just for your information, banners is a field name, products is the field name, you can verify with the model. So here we have banners, here we have products, right? So we're going to have, now we have added both the fields in the request body, right? Let's save this. And what else we have banners, we have products, we are going to have type, title, or a rest of the things, right? Just for the testing I'm gonna say rest dot status, and here we can say 200 dot JSON, and here we can say the body, and here we will say request dot body, save. Okay, so save it, and let's go and add this controller to the routes. So where is routes? Here, and let's go to the admin and create a file page.js, and here we can do one thing. Okay, totally fine. Copy it from here, copy and paste over here. Let's copy what? Copy, paste. Now let's remove the few things which are not the requirement, and let's remove. So there we have this routes, right? Now we'll say router dot, it's a post request, right? We're going to create some data information, and here we'll say page/create. The next we are going to have the controller name, but before that we need to add a middleware like we have in our products page. So if you go to the product page, so here you can see we are using a middleware upload to upload the files. Okay, so that I don't want to copy this and create again paste in this page middleware. I just want to create something reusable. So this is a middleware and I'm going to use it in other places also. So I'm simply going to copy it completely, and we'll copy completely, and let's go to the common middleware, and here you can see the common middleware index.js, and let's paste over here. And this router is not required, let's remove, and rest of the thing is required. Multi short id path storage upload. Now instead of const upload I will say exports.upload. So now this middleware is we can import wherever we want and we can reuse it. So here we have routes, here we have upload, and now let's import the upload middleware. So you can say upload or not update, we'll say upload, and that's imported from the common middleware. And here interestingly, till now we have used only one input images, right? So always it is one image, but what if we want to import multiple images? For example, for the banners one group of image, for the products another group of image. For that we have a field, we have another function within the middleware, that is fields, which takes an array. Okay, and here you can pass multiple objects and specify the input field name. So those are name, and that is going to be banners. So this is the input name. Okay, form input name, and second argument you can pass max count. Here you can specify the number of uploads, like 10, 12, 10, 5, whatever it is. So for now I'm gonna just keep it a default, so it will take unlimited count of images. And here you can say the name, and here we're going to say the products. So this is for the second input file, so banners and products. Next is like usual, it is a controller, so we'll say create page, and controller is also imported from the create page over here. Now let's save this and test this first, and hopefully our page controller is perfectly fine. Let's go and let's go to the Postman. Let's create a new tab, type localhost :2000/get, I will say post, and here we'll say what is it, API /page/create. So this is the API, localhost 2000 API page create. Let's go to the body, and let's okay, this is the form data is selected right now. Okay, next we'll say send, and we have got some error. What is that? 404 not found, localhost 2000 API page create, and it is not found. Is it running? Database connected. Okay, got it. we have not added this to the our index.server file. So here we have created a routes page, right? Now we have to add this page to the our routes, so that is in the index.server.js file, right? And here we're gonna say this file, say page routes, and here to say page routes. Save it. Now let's go to the postman. Now let's send the request. Okay, the request dot status is not a function. Expose dot create page. So let's increase the size. Request dot status is not a function. Page.js, line number 16. Line number 16. And that is the controller. Sorry, that is the controller, right? Okay, that's actually a response.status, not the state request.status. Now let's send the request, and you can see we have a full body with all the required information as like our page schema. So we have title, we have description, we have category, we have created by, we have banners, and with related images, so banner related image, and navigate to where it is going to navigate. So this is the banner. Clicked spelling is wrong, just correct it. Clicked and question mark category ID equals to this one, and type equals to undefined. Oh, that's because type undefined, because we haven't given type over here. So this type is going to be what is it, type, and it is going to be page. Send the request again, and now the type is page, so it is working totally fine. Now let's go and complete this, and let's correct the spelling, so it is clicked. Okay, hopefully spelling is correct. Save. So this is our request.body, and now let's import the model. Save, right? So this is how we can save the page. But wait a moment. So we have request.body, and we have almost everything, like title and the description and category, but we don't have one thing, that is the created by. So that is actually the part of the user. So we'll do one more thing. So we'll say request dot body equals to request dot user dot underscore id, and here it is going to be what is it, here it is going to be created by. Okay, created by, requested by dot created by, and you can verify from the page schema model. So that's category and then created by. Okay, and let's go to the category.js, and here request.body.createdBy equals to request.user.underscore id. So save, and now this API is almost ready. We have to test it from the front end. So let's go to your application. Here we have create page. Now here we are going to create a form. So let's close everything here. That's done. And let's go to the admin application. Let's go to the source file. Let's go to the components. No, containers, and we have new page index.js, and here we're going to create a form. But before that, we have to handle the banner images and handle product images, right? Okay guys, we have added the banners as well as the products, so whatever we will select we can show over here. Now let's write the form also. So let's go and write a form. Const, we'll say submit create page or add page. Submit, so we'll say submit page form. Right here we'll take E and we change the default behavior e dot target dot prevent default. After that we are going to create a new form, so we'll say form equals to new form data, and then we're going to have form dot append, and here we're going to have title, and then we'll say title, right? Form dot append, then we are going to have description, and here we're going to have description. So this is the key name which we have used in the database, that is description, right? Next, form dot append, and what else? Description, title, description, category, right? So category, what is the category? So whatever the category will select will be there, category ID. Next, form dot append and type. Okay, just go help us and linear categories, and here we have type as well, right? So that you can take the type. So here we'll say type from the whatever the is selected one. Where is the select? So here we have select, we have cat underscore ID, and then we'll have the cat dot name. Here we have cat underscore ID. Okay, so this is the ID, and we'll create a type also. Type is state. So let's go and after the description let's write const, and we'll say type set type equals to use state, that is going to be, let's check the empty. And here when you are selecting the image, like set category ID, here you can do something. So instead of setting this set category ID, let's cut it from here, or let's write a new function. We'll say category on category change, on category change. Now let's write the function const on category change event, and he'll say e.target.value, as well as so value is nothing but the ID. Okay, let's go over here, and here we have set category ID, we have set the category. Next, what are you going to do? We'll use the categories, so we'll say categories, where the categories dot find, and we'll say the category, and next we'll say the category dot underscore ID equals to e dot target dot value, so it is going to give us that category. Okay, so we'll say const, we'll say category, so this one, and next we are going to say set type, and here we'll say the category dot type, or whatever it is, like undefined or page, product, whatever. So on category change we'll do this thing. Now let's come over here and we'll say type. Okay, and also this submit page form, so this submit page form we are going to execute on handle close, right? and here it is, handle close. So before that we are going to check few things, like just for example, if title triple equals to empty. So here we'll see a category title equals to empty. Here we can return simply, and also we can show an alert right now. So we'll say here title is required, and we can return from here. And before return we'll do one thing. We'll say set category. What is that? Handle close. So set create model. Let's copy this and paste over here. Okay, set create model, that is false, and then we'll finally return. And you can copy this description for description as well. Okay, so handle close. So here we're going to say submit page form. Okay, banners dot for each, and here we're going to have like banner comma index, and here we'll say form dot append and it is banner. What is, so it is, let's go and check the so it is banners, and then we'll say banner. Okay, let's do the same thing for products. For each loop, product, here we're gonna say product banners, and it is products. Okay, finally we can submit or dispatch the data, but before that we'll do console log these details. Now let's go to the page, and banner description is not defined. Okay, where it is, banner description is not defined in new page index.js line 65. Okay, that's here, it's a product, and description, okay, this is DESC. Okay, it's reloaded. Now let's go to the inspect and console it. Create page, clean the console, select the category Apple, page title Apple, page description Apple is a famous brand, choose file, and here you can say banners, right? And we have got a child error, like we haven't mentioned the key while we are looping it. Okay, next we have this image. Okay, here we have this image, products. So we have all these images, right? Now let's go and save it. e.target.prevent default is not a function. Cool, because this yeah, that is not a form, this is just a click event. I have to do everything again. So we'll say page title Apple, page title Apple, page description is Apple is a famous brand, choose file, choose another file, then choose products, press save, and you can see what we have got. We have got title, that is Apple. We have got type, that is undefined, because title is undefined for the Apple. Okay, we'll see why it is undefined. We have to update if it is undefined. Description, Apple is a famous brand. Categories, we have got categories. Oh no, let's go and check the page over here. Category, oh, it's category ID, not the category. Okay, type, we have type undefined. Banners and products, so banners we have over here, and products also we have, so those two are file. Okay, so let's save this, and this is fine over here. It will work for sure. And also let's check the validation case. Create page, now try to save it. Title is required, and then it gone. Cool, so this is working fine. And let's remove this console from here. Now we have to write an action. Okay, so let's go to your okay, now we have to write an action, and here we have actions folder, and here we have order, product, and a lot of other actions. So let's you can create a separate actions. So for that, product.action.chase. Okay, now let's create a different action file. So I'm gonna create as a like page.action.chase, and here we'll copy few things. Oh no, don't need to carry. Okay, now here we are going to write our actions. So we'll say export Now let's write a catch block. So we'll say catch, and we'll write error, say console.log, and then error, save. Okay, so here you can see we have created an action, create page, and before making a request, we are just dispatching a flag like we are making a create request. Once we complete the request, we'll get the status. If its status is 200, it means page is created successfully, and then we'll dispatch a success action with the page detail. Next, we are going to dispatch an action like create page failure if it is not 201, and whatever the error we will receive from the backend, then we'll simply add in the payload. We'll to handle this, if there is a error response, then it will come to the catch block, and like network failure or anything wrong happen, then it will come to the catch block, and we'll simply console the error right now. This is not handling right now. Okay, save, and now let's go to the create page request. Also we'll do, okay, that is fine. Let's save, and okay, here we have this. Now let's go and let's go to the index.js to handle the, and here we are going to add something. So here we'll say key index to avoid the warnings. Okay, index, save. Anything else? Okay, fine. Now let's save this, and let's once verify the action, like once verify this create page. Okay, let's import this create page inside our page, right? So here we'll say use selector, use dispatch. Next, go and add here dispatch, and here we'll say create page, and here we're going to say the form. Save action, page action, create page, a post request. Save. Now let's test this whole code. Let's reload the page and let's create a page, and hopefully I'm a logged in user. Sign out, just for the security. Sign out, I'll say shared the read. Save, and it got failed. Oh, okay, we have got 500 internal server error, request failed with the status code 500, and we have got logged out because of the token failure, definitely. And let's go to the network, create, and a property, cannot read property underscore id of undefined. Headers, these are the binaries. Request header, open it. So now do you know what happened? So here we have the token, and in this token we have the information of user ID, and we have not added our middlewares in the routes file. If you go to the routes, okay, where is the route boy? So where page action, oh, not this. So we have to go in the backend, MERN backend, source and routes, and here we have admin, here we have page.js. And before create page or upload, we are going to add some middleware like require sign in, and this is for admin middleware, so require signing admin middleware. Let's go to the page now, sign in again. Okay, internet issue or what is it? Initial data is why it is getting called preview. Initial data preview. Okay, now we have a bug in our application, initial data. So we are making our initial data call, and that shouldn't happen over here because that's out of the scope. So there you can see where we have let's go to the admin application, admin app, and let's go to the source folder, and first let's go to the backend. Okay, source, we can handle it from the backend. Admin initial data, and here we don't have anything. So what is it? Require sign in, admin middleware. Cannot destructure property status. In all the cases we'll get the status, man. As it is undefined. Okay, so let's go to the admin application source. Here we have reducer, here we have category.reducer.js, not here, help us, axios.js, and here we have check, that's trying to fetch the status. If status equals to 500, then clear the local storage and dispatch. So cannot read the property or response. Okay, we'll add something over here. Okay, that's because destructuring is failing. Save. Okay, the response is itself not available. The first thing is we were getting the status, cannot read property status of undefined. So status is a property and cannot read because the response is undefined. So we are not getting the response. And why is that? Error.response. So error.response is undefined, you can see. $500. It's just it is just a temporary solution for now. Reload. Shared the read web. Connection refused. That is not defined. Okay, the problem was totally different. I guess we have checked this console before instead of doing our calculation. So the problem is totally different. I guess we should check first this console so we can identify easily. So here it is, admin middleware is not defined. So where we are using page create, let's go to that file. So here we have man backend page and routes. Okay, here we have admin middleware. Oh, why? I'm using admin middleware. Okay, it's imported now. Save it, sorry. Let's reload the application. Check your console. Is more protected because of the things because of the checked we have added in the Axios. Okay, so let's go and reload the application, and you can see it's working fine. Here we'll do akshay the read web script.info password. Okay, submit the request. Now we are in the submit page. Okay, just make sure whenever you are doing something like I have just missed it over here. So when we are added this page, I thought I have added this admin middleware, but it was missing from the import. So make sure you have everything like require sign in, admin middleware, as well as upload. Okay, then it will be fine. Go to the page and let's clean the console. Let's create the page, clean the console again. Let's select, and we're not getting the data. Okay, fine. So we'll clean the page and let's select the apple. We'll say over here apple. Apple is a famous brand. Okay, choose file. Save. So you can see we have got a failure. A payload error is undefined. So we haven't received anything. Let's go to the oh, it got created. It worked. Okay, so we have banners here, and here we have 0. That's the image we have just saved, and the image navigate to. The category is over here, created by is over here, description apple is a famous brand.